We're getting very, very close to dam removal happening, which is one of the most important restoration things that we can do for this basin. Reopening hundreds of miles of habitat to anadromous fish again is the largest restoration project probably ever contemplated. But that alone isn't enough. We still need to make sure that we prepare the watershed for those fish and that we deliver economic sustainability for the communities and the tribes that call this basin home. When I first started working here in the Upper Klamath, I was fortunate enough to meet a man named Jim Popson, who's a multi-generational rancher on the very headwaters part of 7 Mile Creek. Went to school here in Chiloquin, spent much of his childhood here, spent a lot of time on the ranch with his grandfather. Jim was all in on how can I keep ranching and do something good here, and was willing to be one of the first people to lease his irrigation water rights in stream. And so we just kept renewing these leases and eventually found a time when he was willing to do a permanent in-stream transfer of half of his ranch's water rights. So that in-stream transfer is why 7 Mile Creek is connected. Without that, all of the headwaters of the creek would remain completely disconnected, and no matter how much habitat work we did down below, the spawning grounds wouldn't be there for fish and all of that great habitat.
Now, looking back at it, it has been a benefit to the ranch. Like I said, it has, yes, the water's not there anymore, but you've got fishing habitat and just, it's an improvement.
We can, over time, have every single tributary in the basin functioning. But we need to start with the most important ones and the most critical ones. And those are where we have critical habitat for the red band trout that are already here, for bull trout, which are a threatened species, and are the places where anadromous fish are likely to come first after dam removal.
Bull trout are an indicator species. They're indicators of really good water quality and good, healthy watersheds. So having them here is really significant. We know this is a highly unique area. It's got great habitat and really good water quality, and the bull trout are telling us that because they're here and they're doing well. We've partnered with Trout Unlimited for multiple projects, and partnering with Trout Unlimited on this project, in particular focusing on bull trout, aligns really well, I think, with the mission of Trout Unlimited as well as the mission of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
I think it's incumbent upon us as we contemplate the largest dam removal project in history that we make that project successful by preparing the watershed to support these fish when they come back. Otherwise, that effort is lost.